that Mary was found with child, he decided to put her away secretly. But while he began to think about all these things, little did Joseph know that he soon would be greeted by an unexpected guest. A short, chubby, chunky, plumpy, flabby, handsome, little Cuban angel appeared to Joseph. And the angel told Joseph not to be afraid to take Mary as his wife, because the child she bore was from God. Excellent. The story's coming out so good. I know my good friend Theophilus is going to love it. Oh, hi kids. You came back. It's so good to see you tonight. And I see that you brought friends with you. You guys actually brought a lot and a lot and a lot. Oh, and a lot of friends. Kids, let me ask you a question. Are those your parents back there? Oh, you brought your parents? Oh, I guess that's okay. Hi, parents. Or, wait a minute, this is even better. Hola, padres. My name is Dr. Luke, and I'm so glad you're able to come out tonight. I hope you enjoy your night in Bethlehem. Make sure not to eat all the bread, because I'm going to be watching you, okay? I may have been born in the night, but I wasn't born last night, okay? So I'm going to be watching you. So I'm so glad, children, that you're able to come back. I'm so glad that you were able to come back to the city of Bethlehem. And I know why you children came back. You came back to hear the story. Is that why you guys came back, children? To hear the story. The story concerning the birth of the King. I don't blame you, kids. The greatest story ever told. Well, at first, I kind of thought you came back to see that chubby angel dance again. But then I remembered that the angel has a little tummy ache. You see, he ate a little too much black beans. For some reason, the angel loves black beans. I don't know why. Maybe you should ask him when he comes out a little later. So you came back to hear the rest of the story, the greatest story ever told, concerning the birth of the King. You kids want to know something? I love telling this story. This story never gets old. You see, kids, some people think that Christmas is all about presents. That Christmas is all about lights and food and candy and reindeer. There's even some people that think Christmas is all about tamales, or pupusas, or pozole, or menudo. There's even a couple of them that think it's all about tacos de tripitas. What? I promise you, kids, that's not what Christmas is all about. Even though tacos de tripitas are pretty good, especially if you buy them at Cardenas, but I promise you, kids, it's not about none of that. Christmas is all about the birth of the King. And I want you kids to promise me never to forget that. You kids promise? So you want to hear the story. Well, let me remember where we had left off. Let me think. Where were we? Oh, yes. I remember. After the angel Gabriel told Joseph to take Mary as his wife, immediately Joseph obeyed and took Mary as his wife. Now, after they got married, Joseph faithfully took care of Mary and provided for all her needs. Joseph was such a loving husband who loved Mary so much. He loved her with all his heart. And Joseph took really good care of Mary. Now, as time passed on, kids, Joseph and Mary, they couldn't hardly wait until the day came when the king would arrive. Day after day, week after week, month after month, Joseph and Mary eagerly anticipated the arrival of the Son of God. Then all of a sudden, pay attention, children, something happened unexpectedly. The Roman Empire at the time, Caesar Augustus, he commanded everyone to return to their homeland to be registered for tax purposes. Kids, everyone in the empire had to return to their place of birth. Now Joseph, he was born in Bethlehem, so he was forced to leave his home in Nazareth, and he was forced to travel 65 miles south to the city of Bethlehem. So he grabbed Mary, they gathered all their possessions, and they began to make the journey to Bethlehem. Now children, this journey was very long and difficult, but God was with Joseph and Mary. He supernaturally protected them, and they arrived safely to Bethlehem. But when they arrived to Bethlehem, you'll never guess what happened, children. Something unexpectedly. Mary became ready to give birth to her son. It was time for Mary to give birth to the king. Now, at first, Mary was a little